When you are thinking of scale for an internet business in India, how is it that you imagine what is it that the company can do?
Well, we do try to, Neeraj, create some sort of scenarios in terms of what could be the potential size of opportunity. We understand that India is a slightly different market than the way this whole space is evolved in US and in China, because for example, in India, we have created digital public utilities, the likes of Aadhaar, UPI, where we've commoditized a lot of businesses in internet where people still make a lot of money in US and China. For example, low ticket size payments in US and China, you'll still end up paying a fees, whereas it's completely free in India. So we take all those nuances in account. Yet, whichever we dissect it in many of the sectors, or most of the sectors, we think that the opportunity size is very, very large, because the way given the large size of Indian economy and the growth, and more importantly, we are seeing a very accelerated adoption of digital by customers now over the last few years, especially post-pandemic, because essentially for price-conscious customers, digital goods and services are available at a price point which are much more sharper and cheaper than what they're available physically. It is far more convenient. So it's convenience that counts for customers. At the same time, from a business point of view, a lot of these businesses have been able to reach out to customers in tier 2, tier 3 cities without a physical infrastructure, having a shop, which would have taken them, 15, 20 years. So a typical traditional, let's say, consumer business would have taken 15 years to have a pan-India presence. Now, by virtue of being digital, they can do it in a matter of 2 or 3 years. So I think the opportunity size remains very large. Yes, but also these businesses get consolidated at a very early stage of their life cycle, which effectively means the profit pool for businesses which survive or eventually survive will be very large. For example, let's say talk about food delivery. Now, as compared to, let's say, any other traditional industry, let's say cement as an industry, has been around in India for the last 70, 80 years. We still have 50 cement companies in India. But when it comes to food delivery, there are only 2 players in India. So then the profit pool at the industry level will be distributed among the 2 players. And whenever you have an oligopoly industry structure, there is a pricing power which prevails in the industry. So a lot of these internet businesses are turning oligopoly at a very early stage of the evolution, which effectively means they eventually in the longer term, they'll be highly profitable. And then the runway for those profits, the period over which businesses can make extraordinary profits, will be very long. And that is what adds to the value that an investor ascribes. Because one, will look at profit pool, and secondly, what's the duration over which these businesses can enjoy extraordinary profit. And I think these internet businesses, because of the oligopoly nature of most of these industries, will have a very long duration of extraordinary profits, and which is what especially excites me when we look at a lot of these businesses from a much more longer term perspective.